80 tokens per second, $2 per million input tokens, and a training partnership with Cursor that used real developer agent interaction data at scale. xAI just shipped Grok 4 Live, and the pitch isn't raw intelligence. It's operational efficiency for coding and agentic workflows. Let's break down what actually shipped, where it sits against the field, and what you should do with it Monday morning. Grok 4.5 is a mixture of experts model now live on the xAI API. The headline, numbers from xAI's launch documentation, 80 tokens per second inference speed, and a configurable reasoning effort parameter, low, medium, or high, that lets you tune the trade-off between cost and quality at call time. Pricing is explicit in the developer docs. $2 per million input tokens, $6 per million output tokens. It's also natively integrated into the Grok build CLI, Cursor, and Office add-ins. So this isn't just an API drop. It's a workflow play. The joint training with Cursor is the detail I'd flag for architects. xAI and Cursor trained this model together on trillions of tokens of real-world developer agent interaction data. That's not fine-tuning on synthetic code. That's a data flywheel built from actual IDE usage patterns. Let's be precise about comparisons here, because the sourced head-to-heads are specific. Against Opus 4.8, the incumbent class this is most directly positioned against, xAI's launch documentation claims 2 to 4.2 times better token efficiency on SWE bench pro tasks. That's a wide range, and the variance matters. 2x is meaningful, 4.2x is significant. We don't yet have independent third-party replication of that spread, so treat the upper bound with appropriate skepticism until you run your own evals. Against Fable 5, xAI positions Grok 4.5 as the more cost-effective option for agentic tasks on intelligence benchmarks. That comparison comes from xAI's own documentation. Confidence is medium, so again, verify against your actual workload. And then there's the forward-looking claim. Elon Musk posted on X that a 2 trillion parameter model is currently in training and may exceed Kimi's capabilities while maintaining Grok 4.5's efficiency profile. That's a founder post, not a benchmark result. File it under watch rather than plan around. If you're running long horizon agentic coding loops, think multi-step PR generation, automated refactoring pipelines, or CI integrated code review agents, the 80 TPS throughput changes the latency math in a real way. Tasks that were previously too slow for synchronous feedback loops become viable. The configurable reasoning effort is also operationally interesting. You can run low effort on cheap classification steps and high effort only where it matters, which is how you actually control cost in production agentic systems. If you're already deep in the Cursor ecosystem, the native integration is a zero-friction adoption path. Now, who should pump the brakes? If your workload is general-purpose text generation, summarization, or anything that isn't coding or structured agentic tasks, the efficiency claims don't necessarily transfer. The model was trained on developer agent interaction data. That specificity is a feature for the target use case and potentially a limitation outside it. And if you're evaluating against Opus 4.8 or Fable 5 for your specific task distribution, run your own SWE bench equivalent before you commit to a migration. The 2 to 4.x range is wide enough that your workload could land anywhere in it. 3 open questions I'd want answered before scaling this in production. First, what does the degradation curve actually look like when you drop from high to low reasoning effort? The parameter exists, but the specific quality versus cost trade-off profile isn't documented in the launch materials. You need to characterize that on your own task distribution before you rely on it for cost control. Second, how does the 2T model affect the current pricing and efficiency story? If xAI ships a 2 trillion parameter model at similar or lower cost, the calculus on adopting 4.5 now versus waiting shifts. Third, the Cursor joint training is a data flywheel advantage, but it also raises questions about how the model behaves on interaction patterns that don't look like IDE-based developer workflows. Here's how I'd frame the decision. If you have an active agentic coding pipeline running on Opus 4.8 or Fable 5, run a controlled eval on Grok 4.5 this week. The pricing is low enough that the experiment cost is trivial, and the token efficiency claim if it holds on your workload is worth knowing. Specifically, instrument your existing pipeline, swap in Grok 4.5 at medium reasoning effort, and measure tokens consumed per task completion against your current baseline. If you're a cursor shop, the native integration means adoption friction is near zero. Worth a team trial. If you're not in a coding or agentic workflow context, this one isn't for you right now. And on the 2T model, don't plan around it. It's in training, the capability claims are a founder post, and you have no pricing or availability date. Grok 4.5 is the thing you can actually evaluate today. Grok 4.5 is a focused bet. High throughput, configurable reasoning cost, and a training data advantage for coding and agentic tasks. The efficiency numbers are sourced, the pricing is explicit, and the integration surface is real. The unknowns are the reasoning effort degradation curve and what the 2T model does to the roadmap. Run the eval, instrument your costs, and don't wait for the 2T announcement to start learning the system. Links to the xAI launch docs, the cursor announcement, and the developer pricing page are in the description. I'm Ada. See you next episode.